Hey everybody, welcome to the Top Chef recap.
Woo!
I know.
So last week they had to cook for the tailgating party at
the Bears
game.
Ryan was sent home.
Oh,
wasn't exactly Bears food, I know.
No.
So they walk into the Quickfire and it's friggin' Candyland there.
I wanted to be there so bad.
Cakes and desserts galore.
Yes, so also there, the guest judge, Johnny
Iuzzini.
Yeah, he's a pastry icon.
That's right. And Padma, in her crooked little hand, has the Top Chef cookbook, which I saw in Target last week.
Yes, so the challenge is to make a delicious dessert.
Delicious.
And the winner will be the only one to be in this book.
Don't you want it?
The way that she said it was really weird.
Yes. So they have 1.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was a long time. That's like the longest Quickfire ever.
You gotta bake something.
That's true. So the bottom, Antonia and her little shortcake lemon cake.
It was like a lemon cake and then there was something else lemony.
Nothing special.
Work.
Spike, he tried to be innovative. Make a pineapple souffle in a pineapple. Right.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to make a souffle. You take it a real risk, and that, you know, they appreciated that, but wasn't good.
No. But he made a point to say that he appreciated the effort.
But you're still on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Then Mark, he had a little tasting plate.
Yeah.
Wasn't really a dessert, though.
They said it was good, but it was a tasting plate.
Right. So, the top. Dale. Yeah.
He pulled out his one dessert recipe that he knows.
Shaved ice in a coconut.
Woo!
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Then Lisa, she had like a strawberry and fried wonton kind of tart thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
It looked really good.
And Richard.
With his innovative banana scallops.
Yeah.
Richard's always, he's like Doug Wilson is on the decorating shows. He's all about naming it. And that's half of it.
Yes.
Sometimes more than half of it.
Mm-hmm.
So he wins immunity for this week.
And he's going to be in the book.
That's right. Congratulations,
yes.
Shark Fin.
So as a treat, the chefs will be going to a Second City show.
Sure, it's a treat.
Yeah.
Duh, they knew immediately that that's what the challenge was going to be when they got there.
Not immediately.
When they got there.
But when the improvers started shouting out for the audience to give them suggestions for ingredients, colors, and like emotions, they were like, oh, this is the stuff we're going to have to make.
Right. Well, they really left it up to the chefs on this one because
they got to pick who they were going to work with and figure out who was going to do what.
Right.
So they came up with 5 courses, the audience,
right.
And these are the courses and the people.
Right. So the first course, yellow love vanilla.
Spike and Andrew will be making that.
Right. Then depressed purple bacon.
Mark
Sounds
and
dirty.
Mickey.
Then magenta drunk Polish sausage.
Antonia and Lisa.
And green perplexed tofu.
Dale and Richard. And
that's
one
right.
more.
Oh, orange turned on asparagus.
Stephanie and Jennifer.
That's dirty for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, they came into the challenge and the chef's table is there.
Mm-hmm.
So they think that they're going to be serving everything in the Top Chef kitchen.
So like, yeah.
Pretty good. All I got to do is bring it over.
That would be nice. So they have 3 hours to cook for this challenge.
That's right. But there are no machines available.
Holy crap.
No blenders.
That sucks.
No choppers. Nothing. You got to do everything by hand, just like in the olden times. Tom Colicchio came in when there was only an hour left to check in with the chefs. And after he critiqued everybody or heard what they were cooking, he told them, kids, you got 20 minutes to pack it up. Because guess what? We're going to continue this at the house.
So
and you're going to serve there.
And once they got to the house, they would have an hour to cook.
That's right. So it's time for service.
Mm-hmm.
From the left, please. Ladies first.
So, Spike and Andrew were up first with their vanilla squash soup.
Which, it's tough to make a good soup.
Especially when you don't have
a machine. So they had squash soup with acorns and butternut squash, and they had a little dollop of creme fraiche on the top.
It looked amazing.
They tasted it 1,000,000 times, so you knew it was going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And it was. Second course was Stephanie and Jennifer.
This was kind of weird.
Menage a trois with orange, goat cheese, and asparagus.
Okay.
First of all, there were more than 3 main ingredients.
Yeah, there was also, like, bread.
And it was supposedly, like, this asparagus boner. I don't know.
I felt very uncomfortable.
There was a whole lot of
this.
sexy innuendo talk going on, and it was really quite,
I was kind of like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Then the third course, Dale and Richard.
Mm-hmm. They had a green...
Curried,
green
curried grilled tofu.
Mm-hmm.
Now, tofu...
This was special.
Tofu tastes like wallpaper paste.
Yeah.
So unless you add something to it, I mean, tofu takes on the flavor of what you cook it with.
So their word, also their adjective or emotion was perplexed. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So they were like, well, we want the tofu to be confused at whether or not it's soy or, like, beef. So they took beef fat.
They rendered it. Like, and they marinated it in the beef fat. And it was delicious because it kind of really tasted like a steak. Nice.
That was a good idea.
They should watch out because I think a lot of people are going to be stealing that after this show.
Mm-hmm.
Then up next was Antonia and Lisa.
Oh.
Now they were a bunch of biatches because they did not want to do what they were supposed to.
Sausage.
That's right. But they didn't.
They're like, I hate Polish sausage.
I'm going to use curried because I'm totally going to improv.
The challenge was to use the ingredients that they told you, not improv them.
No. And besides all that, the star of your dish was a Chilean sea bass.
What?
WTF. Yeah, it tasted good, but it totally did not relate to the challenge, you know?
Yeah.
Not cool.
And then they just said, like, they needed to drink a tequila at the end because it was, like, drunken whatever.
Right.
And they didn't give any to the guests.
Where's our tequila? You're like, you don't get any. And they walked back in.
They thought it was going to be funny, but then all the guests were like...
Screw them.
What?
Yeah. So, up last, Mark and Nikki. Roasted pork loin with a whole bunch of, like, bacon and Brussels sprouts and sweet potato puree.
Yeah.
The bacon was mega crispy.
They loved the glaze.
Yes, it was sweet and salty.
Ooh.
It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
Well, Padma, may I please have Dale, Richard, Andrew, and
Spike.
And she made it seem like, oh, you suck.
But guess what? They were the top dishes.
That's right. So they really loved the soup because they thought it related to the whole comforting, love, warm,
and obviously,
bond.
it's difficult to make a good soup.
Even with a machine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Then they really loved the tofu because how could you not when it tastes like a steak?
Innovative.
Exactly. And they worked as a team.
Mm-hmm.
The two of them really worked off each other and they thought that was cool because improv people are totally complimenting each other all the time. Maddie, you're so cool. Don't you know it?
You too.
I know. Okay, so yeah, they were the winners. They each received $2,500 of Calphalon cookware.
Whoa.
I know.
Nice.
I almost wet my pants. Time for the bottom.
Yeah, time to bring in the bottom.
Padma, who's going in?
Antonia, Lisa, Stephanie, and Jennifer.
We'd like to see you inside. Okay, so yeah, just as we predicted, chorizo is not the challenge. It was supposed to be Polish sausage.
Just disregard the rules and then say that it's not a big deal.
So yeah, of
Lisa
course,
was like, but it's just a small technicality.
No. It's not. And she got all angry and, you know, like, I need anger management because, oh, what if they wanted me to just cook it in some beer and serve it with sauerkraut?
They would have won.
Yeah.
Come on.
Get over it. Then the team of Stephanie and Jennifer, that big giant phallic piece of bread was not cutting it, and the judges had trouble cutting it.
And it was not cuttable.
Yeah. And there was more than 3 things on there. It was too, how do you say?
Dirty.
And rustique. No finesse.
Yes.
Ooh la la. So.
There was a big problem with the rules of the challenge for these two teams.
Because they both kind of broke them in a way because the asparagus was not the star of the dish.
And where's the Polish sausage?
You know what? They ended up picking Jen and Stephanie as the bottom. And I got really pissed about that.
I disagree about that.
Because at least they had asparagus in the dish.
Yeah.
Both dishes tasted good. But you know what? At least they had asparagus. And the other biatches did not even want to use the ingredients that they should. So I think that they one of them should have gone home, but I don't know what deals were made in the judges' room.
I don't know, but in the end, Jen was sent packing.
Zoe, we know you're waiting for her. Welcome her home. So next week, oh my God!
Kids in the kitchen!
Hope there's no nose picking going on. Because I ain't going to eat that. I'm sure Padma's going to be like, oh, I had too much.
No.
Okay, kids. Till next week when there's kids. Much love.